All right. Second time's the charm in the game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Populous 2021 Team World Cup to determine which team is the best in Populous at the beginning online. I'm joined by Lavenji.
Bit blown away by the energy that went into that introduction.
I thought we have to mix it up this time around. Now that we've got to do it again, I don't want to be so blasé. Yeah. So I don't want to. You tell them this time, Lavenji. You tell them what we're doing.
Okay, so this is it's sort of a tournament. It's 8 players have formed 4 teams, and we're doing a single day tournament where all the games are going to be played within a single day. And this is the first one of those. And we've got playing as the Cyan tribe from the blue position, Mahmut, 1661 TAS. Playing as the red tribe, red position, it is Clan Asgard's Ragnj, however you want to say it, I don't know.
I like Ragnj.
Playing as their opponents playing as the yellow tribe, it is Clan Asgard's Ahmed. It's certainly not the reason that we have had to relaunch this like 7 times.
Nope.
And last but not least, everyone calls him the GOAT. Representing Clan Overpowered, it is Nici. Green tribe, green position.
Nici here, going with a nice line of towers. There's a green defense there. I want to see a nice tornado. We'll wrap all up in one tornado. That would be beautiful to see if that did happen. But yes, as we were saying, this is the World Cup team. It's not the World Cup, but from now on, Lavenji, it's the World Cup. This is the Populous World Cup. It's a best of 3 pressure point creators and then a choice of maps for the decider. Should there be a decider? It's best of 3, like I said. And if they win this map, this level, this game, this match, they go on to the next round and play in the final.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think we're seeing anything surprising out of the players so far. Everyone's just getting their Fire Warrior herd up, building their standard row of towers. This map, of course, is Pressure Point. Probably our most competitive, most played 2v2 map. Offers a good balance of all the skills required to be good at Populous, and I think that's why it's been a favourite for so long.
It's definitely one of the more enjoyable maps. Not because it's I mean, to look at, it's nothing special, is it? But just that it sort of requires a player to have a certain amount of skill to play it well. There's a lot of micromanagement that can sort of separate a lesser player and an experienced player.
Yep, definitely. And you can sort of see that these are all primarily 1.1 players because nobody's adapted their standard sort of muscle memory build to include one of the towers on this middle ground. Of course, in 1.5, those towers actually shoot and they can be incredibly impressive for middle ground control if you just move it up, even onto that first stage of hill.
Yeah, likewise, you have the tower issue, as you can see here, between yellow and red. Those towers don't actually shoot each other in the original game. Or in beta, they can shoot, and obviously red's actually taking out the yellow tower, which I think did have a fire wire in it, I'm not too sure.
Yep, he's actually taken out one yellow tower completely, and he's working away on the second one, so that tower's more than paid for itself in utility already. People seem to be aware. I'm looking at how Nici's building the base, and he has been doing rounds of harvesting. Of course, because Braves can see trees much better in the 1.5 build of this game, rounds of harvesting is very important. Otherwise, you actually run out of trees very, very quickly into the build.
We're seeing some nice early aggression. Some nice aggression here from Nici Ahmed taking the middle. Ahmed's got some warriors. He's just snuck them into a hut there. And Nici's popped into a tower there while he goes back to his base, I imagine. And like you said, does some harvesting, dismantling, and all that stuff that he loves to do so well. And that tower arrangement from green is ridiculous. What is he doing? Okay.
That is just absolute. I don't have a comment for that, but we've got a tornado out of Mahmut picking Nici up, actually throwing him into the water. So Mahmut taking the middle as Ahmed gets pushed off the hill by ghosts. Ahmed replies with ghosts of his own. Mahmut getting pushed off the hill. So we're having a nice little shaman duel here. Ghost once again out of Mahmut, going to push Ahmed. You see a lot of this in the 1.5 builds, and Ghost pushing, believed to be very, very strong.
Yeah, they have some extra fists in the beta version of the game. An earthquake there from Rag while his enemy was getting a bit entangled there in the center. That's a nice earthquake. It's disabled 3 towers and also taken the roof off a 4th.
Yeah, I do like that. It actually caught a couple of the fire warriors as they were running away as well, which these early games, players try to play this very careful balancing act of having as few fire warriors as possible so that they've got Braves to build with while still being safe. So everyone you kill in the early game can be really painful.
Rag's pushing again. He's used to earthquakes. I don't think he's got anything left. Just trying to maintain the pressure there. Ahmed feeling it, I think.
Yep, on the other side, Nici starting to apply some pressure. Rag clearly doesn't have very much faith in Mahmut, as there's 2 fire warriors patrolling in Mahmut's base already.
Well,
I don't know what that's about.
It might not be a lack of faith, more of respect for his opponent there. Mahmut standing still there, going to get picked off by ghosts. Thankfully, he survives. He's retaliated with his own ghosts. This is going to get knocked down towards the water. An earthquake has come out, though. Will it hit these red fire warriors, though? It has. Rag's secondary defense there from Mahmut has been taken out.
Absolutely has, and on the other side we've got Ahmed pushing forward. He uses a tornado to take out one of the huts, and he's throwing down a couple of blasts to clear out the Braves that have been loitering around. But I don't think he has too much else of anything. He hasn't complained about lag, so I think his internet reset has fixed his problem.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was only. You just need to reset your router every now and then, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately so. As much as we don't want to go without those precious seconds of internet time.
That's right. And we're looking at the side bases now. We don't have anything built on either of the side. Another earthquake from Rag on the defense that wasn't... Yeah, it's not a good earthquake. There was nothing there that required the earthquake. If anything, you should have went to the center and got those huts to lower Ahmed's population.
The way I see it, that earthquake really hinders Red, because now Red needs a land bridge to get into the front of Yellow's base. Yellow can just leave it like that, cover this hill in towers, and even when that ground heals, that's even more towers there that pushes out. Yellow would normally land bridge that.
Just witnessed a kerfuffle there between Cyan and Green there with the Shame Battle. They both ended up in the water. We've got Mahmut there really feeling the pressure from Nici, who will just be relentless, keep going forward and forward. Ahmed in retaliation with tornadoes in the center and warriors, and I think this was probably what Reich should have done, rather than that terrible earthquake that he opted to use.
Yeah, and I like to see this as well, the Yellow Warriors actually being given a retreat order, getting the heck out of there as the Shaman shows up. You know, these troops are very valuable early on, so keeping them alive, very important.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
I'm rolling down into the water there. Well-placed blast.
I just want to say, as a caster as well, I also miss the minimap. Because I can't, see what the Shamans are doing at a glance.
Yeah, I mean, you just said we just saw a battle between Nici and Mahmut, and I didn't. You did. I missed it completely.
So Rag there with the earthquake in the center strip for Yellow, and tornadoes from Mahmut into Nici's tower defense, which has gotten shorter. It has gotten shorter, and you saw it was about 8 towers long. Now it's like 3. So Nici's tower defense not looking as excited as it once did. I knew you'd get that joke. Nobody else will, Renji. Just you.
That was a joke purely to catch me off guard, was it? But yeah, that's a nice earthquake. You know, lowering the elevation of that ground is always useful, especially for Green Base, which is a bit notorious for having mountains of towers on the high ground. We've got an earthquake from Ahmed as well onto Rag, which does more or less the same thing, again, lowering this high ground. It's a very precious resource that players try to protect while they can, and every earthquake that lowers that ground makes every attack easier.
Yeah, now Nici's turn to attack against Mahmut. A couple of towers to take out the remaining front. A couple of tornadoes to take out the remaining front towers there. He's only got a few. Yeah, I was going to think an earthquake there. If it goes perfectly, then 3 towers are gone. No, Nici, it will go perfectly. Yes, it does. Well, some players make their own luck, if you know what I mean. And the best players in the game seem to have everything go their way.
All the time.
Yeah. Tornado from Ahmed. Rag's front looking absolutely brutalised here. Got 2 towers I can see with fire warriors in, and that's it.
Yeah, very interesting after the start to see Ahmed just playing so aggressively.
Even Tornado Tower with no one in. That's how aggressive he's being. Mahmut's now making his way to the centre. Mahmut's base is looking big, so as long as he can keep Nici out of it, he's going to have a nice mana income. I didn't actually think about getting the populations up, so I can certainly do that in a moment. If you want to riff a little bit and commentate while I pull up the graphs.
Yeah, so the problem with Mahmut in blue base is Mahmut's not a player whose name comes to mind when I think prolific dismantler. And blue base, you really want whoever's in blue to be a good dismantler. We've got 2 tornadoes from Nici just breaking through the defense, getting in the counter earthquake from Rag onto Ahmed's side, doing a little bit of damage, but nothing too precious. But because Mahmut's not a prolific dismantler, he's built this base, but I'd be willing to guess he's got quite the green bar at the same time.
Nici Shaman refusing to die. They managed to get Mahmut. He's going to die now, I think. Yeah, he's gone now. And as you would say, Rag with an attack. But I think Ahmed looking the better of the two on that side there. He's got a land bridge there to expand outwards as well. In terms of population, we've got Mahmut on 86, Rag on 93. They're against Ahmed on 85, with Nici there 109.
Yeah, and that's really what blue versus green ends up being because of the shapes of the bases and just the converts that they get. They tend to dismantle more at the start of the game, and Nici is someone that we know as a very prolific dismantler.
He's just very, very good at multitasking. He can do a lot of things at once.
We got an earthquake from Rag again onto the towers of the Yellow Tribe. I still don't really like it. This is so much wasted mana.
He got it nice and early, did damage, but since then he's done really nothing. Mahmut struggling against Nici's Braves, I saw on the side here. He's just trying to get past this row of towers that Nici is rebuilding, in fact.
Yeah, Nici's finding it within himself to regain his excitement, replenishing those towers.
The connected shot there, but he's into the flames of the fire. He's managed to survive and killed the enemy shaman. Now Nici's going to have some spell save up there, and we've got a lightning from Ahmed on Rag's shaman.
So we're going to be getting a strong push here from Team 2. Earthquake from Nici onto Mahmut's towers, flattens down the ground. Didn't quite cut the way I think Nici wanted it to, but lowering the elevation of the ground, very important there. Lots of warriors from Ahmed going to be running towards Rag's base at the same time. Nici's not done. He's thrown down a second tornado after the first, just tornadoing some of Mami's frontline huts. He's still alive, which is infuriating.
Yeah, Ahmed's still alive as well.
Red warriors going to be able to clean up yellows. I don't think they did too much. Perhaps Ahmed should have maintained his care for his troops' safety and pulled those warriors back, seeing the amount of warriors that the Dakini tribe had there.
Lightning from Mahmut has missed. A retaliating tornadoes connected to the shaman. Now can Nici get the kill on the shaman? No, the shaman's being thrown out early. She's okay. Will there be another lightning from Mahmut? I feel like he's going to be desperate to charge them now. He's got no defense at all. Tornado. A land bridge from Nici. Oh, he was rolling there for a moment. And
yeah, shaman got stuck on the ground changing height, a well-known bug / feature, whatever you want to call it.
Depends on the version you play, I think. If this being 1.5, it'll be a bug, but if that was 1.11, that would be a feature.
I see what you did there.
There you are. Mahmut's going to have to get that defense rebuilt really quickly now. He's really feeling it. I'm sort of feeling it for him, to be honest. He had no preparation to go into this tournament. He was a last-minute replacement. He volunteered to take that position. And of course, they are definitely not the favourites in this game against Nici Ahmed. Both who are playing quite regularly.
You can certainly see that Nici is taking advantage of the presence that they have. He's just building tower after tower after tower. You know, that forward land bridge, he's now got a couple of forward huts on there. His position is getting harder and harder to attack into, and Mahmut was struggling to attack into it when it was quite a simple position to break, so I'm a little bit worried for his position in this game going forward.
Shaman's coming from different directions. Rag's attacking Ahmed. Ahmed's attacking Rag. We've got Nici pushing Mahmut once again. Mahmut's just got his towers up there, defending. Earthquake. Looks like it's an earthquake there. I didn't see it completely. There's the earthquake again from Rag on the same area. Mo standing still for a moment. Tornado from Nici.
So the problem...
Earthquake does nothing apart from all the land, really, so Rag's going to be okay there. But Rag Shaman's down, I think. Oh, no, he's alive. He's alive. They're both alive.
Good shot from Mahmut, finding the kill onto Nici, but the problem with Mahmut is his base is wide now. The entrance of all the PP bases is normally quite narrow and easy to cover with towers, but all this land bridging and earthquaking that Nici's done, this front is just so wide, it's going to be very difficult to ever fortify and defend that position now.
Yeah, while Nici was doing that, he did send some warriors in the middle as well, and some Ahmed warriors as well coming in the same area. They're probably going to die, but they're going to take some braves with them and lower Mahmut's population. I'm going to do a population check now. We'll just get this up.
While you're doing that, it looks like we have a battle for middle between Ahmed and Rag. Rag finding the kill with the light. Ahmed not quite being able to match him light for light. So Rag now gets to control the middle and perhaps chase away Ahmed's warriors before they do some damage.
So 149 Nici, 129 Ahmed, 124 Rag, and only 109 for Mahmut. So there's a 50 population deficit between the team there. But a nice earthquake from Rag against Nici's central defense. It's got some warriors there waiting to do something as well, waiting to act. Population ice is 1600 by 900.
Nice earthquake coming down. At least it's on a different position. I don't know what he's hoping to get with it. But
somehow took those towers out, populous physics, and while that was occurring, Nici's shaman was taken out by Mahmut.
So Mahmut is a very, very good defensive player. Other professionals might use the term camper, but I just choose to say defensive.
A Firestorm on empty towers. He doesn't want any fire warriors getting next to his shaman here. He must have a couple of earthquakes he wants to use deep. It looks like he's going to use them. It's actually the Firestorm's pushed the enemy shaman away. She's coming in uncontested here. He hasn't sent any braves or fire warriors towards the enemy shaman here. Running his pop.
He's going to run his population. One of the braves does shove the shaman down. Nice use of the blast trick there to stop the fall, but the follow-up light is amazing. Ahmed actually goes down without casting anything.
Why didn't he cast anything? Did he have anything? I'm so confused.
I have no idea, but what I have noticed is that
Rag has abilities back, yeah. I was looking at the same thing. Oh, was that not what you were going to say?
Well, Rag hasn't built his back, but also he's doing the Keith 52 strategy of placing all the guard tower entrances the wrong bloody way. So these towers that would be very easy to fill are now very difficult to fill and very easy to empty.
There was a theory for that back in the day, because you need to put your entrance on craters as yellow. The tower entrance needs to face a certain way to get the extra range out of your land bridge. So the theory was that your fireworks would shoot that bit extra further if they all faced that way.
What a roll from Nici. That fire warrior played bowling with that shaman. She just rolled across the entire land.
Bit of a quiet moment between Rag and Ahmed here as they both stand there. They got warriors in the back.
I think Rag's feeling a little bit scared. I think, although he killed Ahmed without Ahmed being able to deal any damage, that really hammered home to him how vulnerable he is, and I think he's feeling that a little bit.
More warriors from Nici coming in through the centre there. Mahmut is forced to swarm them away. Land bridges now from both red and yellow.
Rag likes to do these land bridges on pressure point, and I'll never understand it, but yeah, he does these all the time. He likes to get rid of this water. He likes to get rid of this water almost completely.
Yeah, Mahmut feeling confident now, actually land bridging outwards, going to try and build his defence forward, but Nici's coming in to put an end to that.
And this is the thing, you've got to be worried. You know, you've already called out Nici's huge population advantage, and all this time Nici's just casting tornadoes, you know, not big damaging spells. Huge warrior run by. First lightning out of Mahmut going to clear up some of the warriors, but it is a distraction as Nici tries to push on in. Rag's Warriors are going to match light for light.
Oh, Mahmut done well to defend there. Dodged the lightnings of Nici and ended up getting the kill. Now, Ahmed, though, with the Warriors, as you said, have been a distraction in the front. Ahmed's going to go for the side door, I think, which would be very powerful, considering there are a lot of huts here for Mahmut. Rag is coming to try and stop this, but I think he's going to be a bit too late there. Lightning has missed from Mahmut. A firestorm!
There was a fire warrior in that hut, I think. Very weird.
I don't think firestorm was the best call there, but it's going to take out 3 huts regardless.
Ahmed's got a lot of mana. He just needs to use it a bit better.
Yeah, Earthquake would have done probably the same thing there. Firestorms are good, but typically you want to use them as a combination spell.
But, you know, this Team 1, they're very much prisoners in their own base. You know, Mahmut's having to sit back and kill Nici, and yes, he's killing Nici repeatedly, but he's not doing anything after killing Nici. Rag a little bit more active, secure in the middle. Earthquake onto Ahmed's defense once again. And this is what's annoying me about Rag's decisions, because he's got a bucket load of warriors. We've seen them running around left, right, and center. Good kill onto Ahmed with that light. And those warriors would do what that Earthquake had just done. And not cost any mana.
Yeah.
And allowed you to put that Earthquake deeper.
They need to switch it up here, maybe take the center and go for the side, because so far he's just constantly attacking the front of Ahmed's defense, which isn't very threatening, to be honest, but he keeps Earthquaking in the same area and just getting stuck. Meanwhile, Mahmut doing the same. It's a nice looking Earthquake.
Not a good Earthquake. I'm not entirely sure how that worked, but hey, Mahmut will take it.
Yeah, it's sort of undone what the Land Ridges did earlier on, but look at Nici with all the warriors in the center. Another Earthquake from Rag has pushed the defense back again. Now this is where you could use like that follow-up. You can kill the shame and then get your warriors in, you'd be having a good day.
Lightning's traded.
Oh, Mahmut's falling in the water. This is what Nici's been waiting for. He hasn't used any big spells in a while.
You know, he's got both those firestorms, he's got both those earthquakes, he's gonna do some damage here.
Oh, and Rag's warriors roll patrol there, get hit by the
lava.
At
this surging tide of green warriors. This is how you break a defense.
Also the firestorm.
Firestorm's a bit brave, but I suppose he was worried about fire warriors in huts.
Yeah, there was also the warriors of Mahmut coming across to try and stop him, I think. So you make sure those don't get anywhere near him.
You know, there's going to be another earthquake and another firestorm. Lightning from Mahmut does stop him before those go off, though.
Yeah.
Again, Mahmut really hurting here. He's lost the front of his base and had to cover it in towers. And now he's lost the side of his base.
Looks like Rag's making a play for the center. A few fire warriors in the middle. Maybe he's going to go for the side door, whereas warriors being trained by Nici. But no, Nici will have a multitude of warrior huts. When he gets to this point in the game, he's just going to start flooding with warriors. He knows he's ahead. And I will check by how much if I just refresh this population graph.
And that's the thing, you know, if you don't want to build the towers, you don't have the wood, or you don't have the micromanagement skill, even just getting these fire warriors to patrol, that's huge, because they can control a position, because they'll actually shoot from the middle, like they're supposed to.
Ahmed going for a push around the same area where Rag's towers are empty again. Second time these towers have been empty. Will we see another firestorm? We will.
I like sending fire warriors to middle, but not if those are the only fire warriors you have.
Oh no! He got blasted. If anything, he should have firestormed to the left,
so that the fire warriors couldn't flank the shaman. But it is damage onto Rag's base. Rag actually getting in on the side with Nici, taking out one of the warrior training huts, but it is Nici. He does have another one, and he's also got 2 fire warrior huts as well.
Yeah, base is looking good there for Nici. Firestorm for Rag now coming into Nici's base. Where did that come from?
Yeah, so Rag didn't die on the side door, so after his earthquake, he's following up with a firestorm. Does he have another one? I don't know, because he wasted so many earthquakes. He probably only has the mana for the one.
Nici going for the attack on the front now while this is happening. Rag could do some serious damage.
Big battle between cyan and green warriors here. Green looking like he's getting a major advantage there.
Ahmed going the same route again. Still hasn't got them towers filled. Hasn't trained any more Fire Warriors since that attack from Ahmed. Ahmed's going to be straight in there now. And this is what Nici's relying on, Ahmed to do enough damage that Rag doesn't have the mana to do any further damage in his own base.
Honestly, Rag's focusing far too much on this attack with his Shaman because, yeah, he's just lost his entire base as a result. After he used his spells, he should have gone back to his base and just paid attention to that, even if Shaman dies. Because look at your base. You've lost everything.
Yeah, he had 2 Fire Warriors and wasn't training any Fire Warriors to fill those towers up. He should be constantly training at this point. But he's bringing Warriors in of his own against Nici here if they can get past the filled towers.
It's worse.
Shaman's
he had
still alive in
3
the back.
Fire Warrior huts. He had 3 Fire Warrior huts.
Oh yeah, he's
and
trading them on the
using any
side
of them.
now. Volcano! Oh, this puts seals the game.
So much chaos going on. I'm watching none of it as my camera spins around in the water. But yeah, there's going to be GG. Team 2 do take the advantage going up 1 game here, I think.
Yeah, they've got Braves running around who aren't in their own base. You've still got Ahmed in Red's base. Rag's still in Green base? No, looks like he's somehow died.
It was a very good idea and a very good strategy, but like I said, once you use that first wave of spells, you might as well just consider your Shaman dead and pay attention to your base to stop the counter-attack.
Yeah, team-wise, 2-9-1 from Ahmed and Nici versus 1-2-9, so this game is over.
Big difference.
Oh, I'm out though, not thinking it's over. Going to make some land. But it's not. The Warriors are going to start piling in. He's got no defense.
Well, you saw him in the Invisible Cup. Mahmut is a player who notoriously hates the surrender function, despite being a chess player. Hates saying GG and giving up, and likes to play until the last Brave dies.
Didn't know he was a chess player.
He is a chess player. A moderately good one as well.
Well, it was a good attempt by Rag, but like I say, he should have got them towers filled. He should have been training more Fire Warriors. Ahmed had an easy route into his base, and then Nici just overpowered.
And you know, to be completely fair, it's a bit embarrassing for Ahmed that Rag didn't fill these towers for so long, and it took him 3 tries to get that attack off.
Yeah, had to firestorm the empty towers as well.
In spirit of fairness, you know, Ahmed could have attacked that way better and capitalized way sooner.
Ahmed could certainly use another warrior hut if you look at his base there. Rag trying something, but he's not going to have the mana to do much more. It's like, oh, that's a blast.
Ahmed has just dismantled a hut completely, so he might have read your mind and
going for the warrior hut.
Thinking about building another warrior training hut. And that's certainly it, you know, you just need warriors at this point. They're so far behind in population that the warriors don't even have to be particularly well controlled. There's only so much a shaman can do.
Yep. So the next map is going to be craters now. Rag loves craters.
Rag does love craters, but Nici's team did win the coin toss, which meant they got the advantage of picking red-green, which a lot of people believe to be the strongest side in craters.
I don't know why. I don't play craters. Don't play anything. I don't play craters a lot.
Well, in my understanding, blue can get a very early attack off, very strong early attack off onto red, and that can often set red behind, but green just has a much better base for carrying. But I am talking from very limited Kratos knowledge, so it's about if red can survive long enough for green to become the carry, then they just win.
Yeah, it's a map that sort of died out of popularity, like many games. Like many maps, I should say.
I've played maybe 4 games of Kratos my entire Populous career. So I know how to play blue, and that is it. That is the limit of my Kratos knowledge.
Well, this game, they're hanging on, but they're delaying the inevitable now. They're so far behind. The other team have
Absolutely,
the
you know.
ability to charge as many spells as they want before they attack again.
And at this point in the game, I can see why they'd say let's give it, you know, 5-10 minutes before surrendering, because, you know, it's a tournament game. reputation at stake. People want to put on a good match, especially after 47 minutes of waiting for this match. Mahmut trying to clear the warriors actually did more damage to his trees than he did to the warriors. Killed about 3 trees there with his blasts.
And Nici going to run straight in as well. Straight round there. Just going to take out those buildings. The last of Mahmut's buildings, really, that he's got built. They'll fire it as well. More earthquakes from right, but again, they've just always been on Ahmed's front.
Yeah, and you know, Ahmed's front is now looking a little bit miserable, but it's too little too late, because Ahmed's front's looking like this, but then we go over and look at Mahmut's base and we think, okay.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that combo, lightning combo there from Nici.
Yeah, and at this point, Nici can charge lightning so quickly that he's just going to use them to disable the large huts and remove Mahmut from the game. Nici knows Mahmut, and he knows that Mahmut isn't likely to surrender, so he's making sure he absolutely goes in for the kill. Even using blasts. Remember, 5 blasts to take the roof off a hut.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh, Ahmed Shaman's gone down to Mahmut. Not something we've seen this game, really. Mahmut's been sort of stuck in his own base.
With the exception of Ragnj's attack onto Nici, this was very much a 1v1v1v1.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know what I tried to say there, but Craig understood it.
I know.
So
right,
the rest of you
GG.
should. Yeah, GG's being said by the players. Good sportsmanship.
Just waiting for... No, this is where everyone says GG, so the game should end, theoretically. But,
if we were playing any other game, the game would end. But because we're playing Populous, we've now got to sit here and talk garbage, filling the dead air while we wait for the tribes to die.
Oh, my days!
Oh, Mahmut used his spells, actually did more damage to Ahmed than Rag did in all of his earthquakes. And the surrenders come out.
There we go.
That is game number 1 going the way of... I've been calling them Team 2 purely because they're the secondary colours, but Nici and Ahmed.
Well, we'll see how they do on creators now.